So the question is, what do you do if people are making fun that you're a vegan? What do you do about that? Boom, 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 boom. You punch them in the face. No, you don't. You don't. You pick up a table. You might want to feel like doing that sometimes, but seriously, don't do that. There's no need to do that. Violence for self-defense, not for having debates with people. So you'll get people who make fun of you. Oh, you're a vegan, blah, 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 blah. I get every single day on social media, you know, in mass. I can get it from vegans giving me shit about stuff. That's too much sugar, that's too much fiber, there's too much fruit, there's too much rice, there's too much this, there's too much that. Fucking pansies. Pansy vegans out there, alright? So if you can't get over the non-vegans saying, oh, blah, 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 you're not going to deal with the vegans who like, oh my God. So it's just about, there's two things that humans really struggle with. Social disapproval, people saying you can't, this is wrong, blah, 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 blah. And second one, situational inconvenience, meaning you want to be vegan, but like you're out, there's nothing to eat. I've got bricks and water, there's no food to eat. So let's talk about social disapproval in this video. What to do when people make fun of you. Laugh at it, man. Roll with it. What do? I made it a profession. I was getting so many emails and so many questions. You can't be a vegan. You can't be a vegan cyclist and all this. And I was like, what? Yeah, I can. So I'd go on the forums and help people out and answer questions. I started doing it in 2003. So it's 16 years, almost every day, answering questions from people who want to be vegan or who are vegan or who are struggling, or just answering questions about vegan and cycling, etc., fitness, weight loss. I love it. I fucking love it. The haters don't deter me, ever. Even my Tumblr, I have fun on there with the haters. So I don't even block or delete people on my Instagram. I might delete comments if they're like certain racist or whatever. They're just little drama starters. But if it's a real account with a real comment, a real criticism, a real question, and if I see it, I'll answer it. I won't just go block because you're not giving me praise. I don't go on social media to get praise or people blow smoke up my ass. I go there to educate, help, inspire, and create social change. Always have, always will. So in terms of what do you do when people make fun of you, just see every objection as a request for more information. So this person wrote me on Instagram story, said, what do? People making fun of me at school. My teachers are making fun of me at school. Can you imagine if I was at your school and I was a student? What would I be doing? I'd be having mad fun about it, you know? I'd be educating people. I'd be doing school projects and you know what? I'd fucking quit school and just be doing you've been doing YouTube or get a job doing what I want to do. But if you want to stay in school, fair enough. Don't quit school because of knuckleheads giving you shit about being vegan. Quit school because you go, well, you know what? I can make way more money, have way more fun, do what I want to do, and that doesn't involve going to school. So think about what you want to do in life and do that. I did, and I wish I grew up in 2019. I grew up in 1994, and the options weren't what they are now. It was crazy. The options now, fantastic. You can really, really, really live your dream and your passion. 100%, it's fantastic. And so I would just say, an objection to request more information. Just have fun with it. Educate people and understand that most people don't want to make changes. They just want to make you feel guilty for your positive change that makes them look like a douche, like an apathetic, ignorant, unconscious douche who doesn't give a fuck about their health, the animals, or the planet. Your higher standards than theirs makes inferior people, unconscious people, losers, go, oh, I don't like that, and then they start to attack you. Right? So the big difference between someone going, you know what, like vegan, like, yeah, like, what about protein? You know, that's a big difference from someone going, oh, you're vegan, you can't get enough protein, you're a douche, whatever. You know, like, I'll be honest, in 2001, in April, when I went vegan, a few weeks later, I went to a barbecue at a friend's house, and he was like vegetarian friendly. His name was Jade, and there was this chick there who was a bit younger than me, and she was studying nutrition at the time, and she's noticing me, she's watching me. I could feel her eyes on me the whole barbecue because I was like this new vegan. I'm like, what do I eat? And I'm just like, oh, I'm just gonna eat like salad. You know what I mean? I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I didn't realize that rice and pasta are vegan. I was totally like, oh, what? Yeah. So I was in those undercarb space cadet moments as the first few weeks or whatever it was vegan, eating salad, and this chick, she's like, Harley, you're vegan, and I'm like, oh yeah, I am. I was like, oh cool, someone noticed. And she's like, you can't do vegan. You won't get enough. And she'd battle off all these nutrients and all these things. And she's like, what do you think about that? And I was just like, and I started sort of tearing up a bit. And she sort of noticed that and just backed off, being the nice person. And but I remember leaving that barbecue, saying to myself, that's never going to happen ever again, because I'm going to educate myself when people have an objection. And I'm not going to like retaliate and say, oh, fuck you. That doesn't do anything. Educating people. This is a stupid, immature reaction. So, so I was like, I'm going to educate myself. So I started reading books. I started reading Dr. McDougall and John Robbins. This is back in 2001. There was nothing at the library. There was nothing online, really. There's no real forums back then. So you had to go to a bookshop and buy a book for 20, 30, 40, 50 bucks, whatever. And it might be a total shit book, but you got to, so I just read a lot of these books and then understood about carbohydrate importance, etc. So I just educated myself. And I quickly, it was about another year before I even met another vegetarian. I met a friend, Johnny Gillen, who was vegetarian. Actually, maybe I did meet, I can't remember exactly who was the first vegan I ever met. Because I remember Johnny, he inspired me to go vegan, because he was giving me shit about tuna and the fishing industry and the mercury. So Johnny was like, even though he wasn't full vegan, he was like, full vegetarian, no animal meat, etc. He was definitely a big inspiration. He was just, giving me shit and he had a very good sense of humor, similar to mine. So we got along really well. But if you've got these numbskulls who really just like into you, then you just gotta laugh at it, man, and understand that most people out there are just unconscious as fuck. And when I was 12, I remember my mum going, next door wants to make us some vegetarian food, and I was like, what? Maybe she said the word vegan, but I didn't fully understand what that meant back then. But vegetarian, I was like, what's vegetarian? No meat, no KFC, no, fuck that. And so mum's like, come on, let's be open-minded, let's go and eat the food, and it's just next door. And so I was like, oh, okay. And then I think maybe mum promised me she'd take me to McDonald's afterwards or whatever. But anyway, they made this food. It was like chickpea and dal and rice, and I actually really fucking enjoyed it. I was like, wow, this food's really good. So I planted a seed in my head. This vegetarian thing is pretty tasty, but you need to eat meat because we need protein, and we're top of the food chain. We didn't get this far in evolution to be eating rabbit food, eh? Fucking hell. And so then I was just like, that was 1989. And then fast forward to 1999, my mate Jade, cyclist, bought me a vegan burger from Veggie and Love on Rundle Street in Adelaide. And I remember saying to him, I don't eat tofu burgers, I don't eat tofu. And he's like, you ever had a tofu burger? And I was like, nah. And he's like, well, try it. If you don't like it, I'll eat it. So I was like, fair deal. But again, I made sort of semi-fun of Jade. I was like, I don't eat tofu burgers, mate, no. And he didn't like flip out or go, fuck you, ungrateful cunt. He's just like, well, if you don't want it, I'll eat it. I was like, okay, cool. And I loved it. I fucking was like, holy shit, this shit's good. And I started buying these tofu burgers and I wasn't even vegan. And it was 2 years later, I went vegan. When my health started to decline, my performance started to decline, I was like, what do I do to get healthy? Oh, you can actually have better health without eating animal products? Sign me a motherfucking up. And so I became passionate about it, just educating myself and learning about it. And as a cyclist, riding the same hills every day, I could feel what was working, what wasn't. Too much tahini, legs feel heavy, blocked. Too much olive oil, brain fog, legs blocked. Not enough carbohydrates, just bonking on the bike, no power, getting dropped by people who shouldn't be dropping you, etc., etc. And so I do all these dietary experiments, high carb, low fat, no sugar, fruit, whatever, blah, blah, all this stuff. And that's why I'm got so much conviction today that what I say is 100% correct when it comes to nutrition, weight loss, cycling, safety, etc. Because I've tried it and done it and put it on thousands of other people who've also had insane results. And so again, what do you do when people make fun of you? You educate them. Right? Don't take it personally. Understand that, there's people out there who will maybe pretend to be an interested person. Who wrote me is like a female, fit-looking female. So she might have people who go, they might pretend to be interested just to go, oh yeah, so tell me more. Maybe we can go out on a bit of a date and you can tell me more about this veggie living, eh? Or you'll get people who you get females who are just jealous that you got a fit physique or whatever. Just roll with it, man. Just like whatevs. Don't take it personally. Above all, take nothing personally, which is really, really hard to do. But if you can avoid taking things personally, you will have an incredibly more enriched lifestyle. Most people's pain is from taking things personally. So again, educate them, have fun, don't take it personally. Simple as that. I can speak for hours in this one. Maybe I'll do a follow-up video. Have more questions? Hit me up down below. Don't take it personally. Have fun, educate them, and be an inspiration. Anyone can do that. I might as well do part 2 now. Save it. What to do when other vegans make fun of your lifestyle. I mean, look at the amount of vegans out there. Vegans, the ones that I've helped inspire go vegan or get on YouTube, and the videos they'd make about me or comments or whatever. How do you deal with that? That's probably a lot tougher than dealing with just some rednecks at school or university or work who are like, eat a hot dog, mate. That's some meat. That's some meat, mate. I'd say it's a lot harder because you almost think, oh, hang on, these people are on my team. Oh, and they're going against me? Hang on, these people actually help go vegan, help get on YouTube, help have a career, get off drugs, and they're going against me. Like, how the fuck does that work? So if you can't deal with the hobo at work talking about, scrotum and Homer Simpsons and nuts and knobs in the Quickie Mart hot dogs, and why don't you eat those? If you can't deal with that, then how are you going to deal with the narcissistic, pernicious, social climbing sort of vegan type, blah, 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 who's got eating disorders or drug addiction issues still or whatever, who's just like, full on like narcissistic, bipolar, borderline personality disorder sort of vegan. How are you going to deal with that? Their Facebook's full of them, YouTube's full of them. How are you going to deal with that? So you're going to deal with that by, again, breathing in, breathing out, understanding it's a first world problem. It's a first world problem, alright? The universe doesn't give a fuck, the world doesn't give a fuck, animals don't give a fuck. It's a first world problem. If you've got vegans against you or whatever, who gives a fuck, really? And I can say that because I've lived it. It doesn't fucking matter. 2, don't take it personally, alright? People get jealous, they have issues, you're killing it, you're crushing it, people get triggered by that, alright? So compliment, don't take it personally. 3, educate other people. These people don't want to be educated. These people are beyond, they're just like, they're so mentally damaged from their past or drugs or whatever, they're just not worth your time, alright? Not worth your time. Don't invest in them. If they apologise, cool, but understand that these people are just, and when maybe you're 20 or you're 15, it's really, or maybe even you're 30, it's hard to understand that. But at age 42 now, we're actually 42 in a couple of weeks, maybe when I'm 60, I'll see it even differently, but there's things every year as you mature and have more life experience, you start to read and learn different types of people and what they're about, and people always revert to type. A narcissist always stays a narcissist. They always revert to type. A dodgy person, a drug addict always reverts to type. This is how they are, and that's fine. That's just how it is. Like a pool is always slippery if it's wet and you run around the edges. It's always slippery. Doesn't mean you shouldn't enjoy the pool. It just means be careful. Just because there's a lot of damaged people out there doesn't mean you shouldn't enjoy people. Just be careful. Take your time. Don't jump in straight away. So again, how you deal with it, don't take it personally. Have fun, educate people who are maybe on the outside looking in, going, what's going on here? But if you take it personally and you like crack, then it's like, man, that is not what life's about. That's not what life's about. Life's too short, way too short, to take it personally what other people think about you. If you're doing good and being great and helping other people, helping yourself, helping the planet, helping the animals, then to fuck what any damaged person says about you or tries to do to you or whatever, to fuck with them, have compassion, have tolerance, have acceptance. And again, it's just like a slippery pool. I could go in there with a sledgehammer and start cracking all the tiles and going, how dare this tile slipped on me. I was expecting a stable platform. This tile slipped me up and I cracked my tooth on the pool. I could be going with a hammer cracking the tiles. You can go around like cracking people, but it's like, where's it going to get you? Might feel good in the moment, you release the tension or anger, but it's just not worth it, and it just doesn't get you anywhere. Alright? So don't be cracking people, don't be cracking tiles. Just accept what it is. Life goes on. The universe doesn't give a shit. The world doesn't give a shit. Animals don't give a shit. They just want you to be a representative of something good, so don't get too caught up in the drama. Hey, I've been there and done that, can speak from personal experience. Trust me on that one. Trust me on that one. But yeah, this is the deal. Don't take it personally. I remember I used to get banned from vegan forum after vegan forum after vegan forum because I'd be telling people, eat more carbohydrates. Don't be scared of fruit. Don't be scared of this. Don't eat more. Blah blah blah. Dry fasting is going to destroy your testosterone levels. Blah 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 blah. Floss your teeth. Clean your teeth. Don't drink water. I get eat some rice if you can't get enough fruit. I get banned from forums or Facebook groups or whatever. And I was just like, oh, yeah, okay. And first time it happened was in like 2008. I was like, oh, what? I thought these people were my friends. But I was affecting their business. They were selling supplements, and I was saying, supplements aren't necessary, you know? So I was like pissing in the pool, so to speak. And no wonder they boosted me. But I was like, hey, what are we doing? And someone was like, why don't you create your own forum? I'm like, oh, yeah, I guess. You know? So then, end of 2009, we created the 30 bananas a day. 30 bananas a day, wow. And so that was like 10 years ago. And then that forum just went, and then eventually got banned off that one, deleted off that one. So then I just created my, then I put all my effort onto my Facebook group, my Tumblr, my YouTube, Instagram, the channels that I control. And even Instagram got deleted last year. Start a new one next day. So it's just, you got to roll with it. You can't ever be suppressed and pushed down. If you've got music in you that you think is going to help someone, then fucking speak it, sing it, play it fucking loud every fucking day. And to heck, many people, they don't want to hear it. They can put their fingers in their ears. They can walk off. You're just putting it out there, having fun, getting it done. And fuck anyone who can't handle that. Because, man, I travel a lot around the world, and it's like, we need this message more than ever before. It's crazy right now what's going on there, man. People are smoking cigarettes, people are getting drunk, just blocking out all this fucking damage they've had in the past or whatever. And it's just nuts, man. It's just nuts what's going on. So we live in a really broken world, and it's getting more and more broke every day. It's sad. So it doesn't get me down, it just gets me inspired to go out there and keep sharing the truth, man. Keep being the lighthouse. Keep being that lighthouse that's shining so bright that your example is undeniable. And for people who are lost in the ocean of darkness and are trying to find a way, they just see durianrider, or they see you or someone else just this authentic person operating with integrity who's not afraid to say, this is what's behind the fucking curtain. Take it or fucking leave it, Integrity is knowing what's behind the curtain and showing what's behind the fucking curtain, And people, man, you do that, you fucking open curtains, people are going to be like, some people are like, oh my God, wow, no shit. Some people are going to be like throwing bricks at you, So while we live in, man, it's cutthroat out there. So maybe you don't want to get to that level. Okay, maybe you're just happy just being the, surface level vegan or whatever. Then fine, do that. But man, fuck that. I love waking up every day and just being myself. Just being that straight up, honest person with people when it comes to their health, their fitness, safety. You ask me straight up, what's the deal during all this? This is about my health, my fitness, my safety, cycling, travel, whatever. I'm going to tell you straight fucking up. I ain't going to bullshit with that. A lot of people hate that. They're like, what? No. Some people have said, durianrider, why do you show how much sugar or food you eat? People don't want to hear that. They want to eat little small portions and buy wanky supplements and programs and stuff. You could make millions doing that. And I'm like, I could, but I don't need millions. What more do I need? Money-wise, I don't need any more to rip people off and earn mega bucks. How can my lifestyle get better than what it is now? I'm either sitting here at the pool or sitting here in the bush. It's the same for me, I could be sitting here in Australia camping out in winter and be fucking acing it. How much money do we need to survive? To thrive. Not even to survive, but to thrive, really. Do we need to scam people, mislead people? I don't. I live a very simple, basic lifestyle where I can be totally authentic and honest with you about what I do with my health, fitness, drugs, or whatever. I don't have to bullshit people. Right? I have to shoot steroids in my ass, become super swole, staunch, and go, hey man, this is my chickpea protein, easy muscle vegan meals, or whatever. It's like, come on man, really? We're going to lie to people like that? And then people do the vegan thing, do the weights, and go, wow, how come I don't look like that guy? It's because you're not shooting steroids in your ass. Right? Simple as that. But again, first world problems. If you want to shoot steroids in your ass, do it. I've done it before. It works, man. It fucking works. That's why people do it. But you got to keep shooting them up. As soon as you stop, you shrink. That's what bodybuilding's about. Bodybuilding. It should be called steroid injecting. It ain't bodybuilding, man. It's steroid injecting. It's steroid addiction. It's not an addiction. It's steroid usage. It can be addiction for some people. But yeah, it's a whole new world out there. And it's like, I really, really enjoy living it, and I feel so fucking grateful, man. I feel so grateful that my biggest problems in the world are fucking nothing real. People say, oh, you get so much hate on social media. What? That's not, it doesn't even exist, man. It doesn't even exist. It's like on the internet. As soon as you close your phone off, it's gone. Nobody in the street comes up to me and says, hey, actually, lie, that's happened once in LA, once with that dude on Kingston Road, which I saw back in March this year, and I confronted him and said, hey dude, like, are we cool, what's up? And he's like, fuck off. And he came at me and was like, hey dude, they come at me, man. Like, I'm not fucking scared of you, don't step back. And he's like, oh. He's just like, you know, being vocal to me. But again, he could see I wasn't scared of him, and he's just like, he actually walked past me, Natasha, pretended he didn't see us. And I was like, holy shit, that's such and such. Wow, he's skinny. He must have been taking the steroids like he used to. He's like lost so much size. Because there's a shortage of testosterone and fat in Australia. So you see a lot of guys shrinking. But anyway, so yeah, I confronted him. You know, he's like, it wasn't as hardcore as it used to be. But again, that's not even real life. You know, I confronted him. He was happy to walk straight past and just totally ignore me. On the internet, he's a big keyboard warrior, but in real life, you know, when I got proper shoes on and when I'm ready for him, he's just like backing down. So you're not going to have many people in real life talk shit to your face, really. Maybe in high school, if you got a bully or whatever, but yeah, you just stand up to the bullies. Stand up to the bullies in real life. Stand up to them. I have, and they back down every single fucking time. Every single time. But again, that's just the universe testing you. How fucking strong and solid are you in real life? How much you really believe in what you're saying? And the universe will just give you these little harsh little moments where you go, oh my god, why are people so mean or whatever. That's just the universe saying, are you fucking ready for the next challenge, motherfucker? Are you ready? Are you going to crack and crumble and fail and flake out? Or are you going to stand up for what you believe in and say, nah, fuck that. This is what's going on, motherfucker. You know? And that's powerful when you stand up to bullies in real life. Not internet's fucking, everyone's fucking tough on the keyboard, but in real life, you know? When you're like, fucking, okay, let's fucking go, mate, you know? What's going on here? When you stand up to someone, a bully, and they try and arc up and then they back down when they realise that you ain't going to fuck around, that's like doing cocaine, man, for free. With no come down, you're like, fucker, man, dude, back down. That bully back down. And all of a sudden you're like 20 foot tall. Well, you stand up for yourself. We don't give a fuck. You're like, nah, motherfucker, this is how it is. You know? That's a pretty powerful feeling. And I recommend people do that. You know? And maybe that's why bullies exist, to teach us that stand up for what you believe in. Stand up for what you believe in is right. And if you don't do that, then you keep getting bullied. If you get bullied in school, that carries on to other places in life. You know, it happens. And if you're a really nice person and, you know, authentic and caring and giving, you'll get people coming in and take full advantage of that and try and fuck you over. You know, look what's happened to me. Again, first world problems. The universe doesn't give a fuck. But again, if you let those things prevent you from being a good or generous or honest or person of integrity, then you failed. You failed. So I'll always, you know, give to people online. In person, not as much. You know, I'm a bit more selective of who I spend my time with, but free content online, I put out more content now than I ever have before. You know, more free content, more better value product than ever before. You know, so don't let things change you. Maybe you change your delivery, who you invest time with, but don't let it stop you from just spreading that shine and music to the world. Because that's what we need, man. We need more people who are singing loud and singing proud, and who don't take things personally. You know, so you can spend all your time at school or university or at home trying to convince someone who doesn't want to be convinced, and that's what I mean about giving time to people who don't really deserve it, who they're lonely or they're bored or maybe they fancy you and they pretend they're interested, but they just want to get some social fame off you or fuck you or whatever, you know. But if you're putting out content on the internet for everyone to watch for free, or maybe they buy your little ebook for incredible value, mate, that's what it's fucking about. That's what it's about. So it's, you know, and that's why I look back and I think I won massively. I mean, look at how many YouTube channels I've got going on YouTube. It's like there's endless. There's plant-based news. I hope you can get going from day one. There was, he used to say, why don't you do some more stories on vegan stuff? And I'm like, why don't you, man? Get it going, you know? And give them shout outs and stuff. Got it going. And Vegan Gains and Joe Carbstrong and James Aspey and The Vegan Couple and Freely and all these channels from day one help most of them monetize their channel. I give them thumbnail tips or high carb Hannah, all just Fully Raw Christina, Ravana, all these people getting them on there and spreading the message. Some of them spread a great message. Some of them don't spread a great message at all. But we still got that vegan message out there, and that's, you know, get some exposure. But if you look back and go, then that's just, you know, that's just not what it's about, man. That's not what I'm here. I'm here to create community. I'm not here to take things personally. So it can be a really vicious lesson sometimes where you're like, man, that person did that. Fuck, man. You think someone's really awesome, then they turn around and do that to you. Like full pernicious backstab, making videos or talking slander about you or whatever, just to get you out the way so they can get more Patreon money or books or whatever sales. It's like, what, really? So that can but again, the universe doesn't give a fuck. It doesn't help you dwelling on that. It makes you bitter and enervated. So just knuckle up. Not knuckle up. Knuckle down. Don't knuckle up. Knuckle down at creating more content, being a good example, and getting the message out there. The security guard's about to knuckle on with me. Hopefully that answers the questions, but don't take it personally, man. That is, and social media, I see it so much, man. I see it so much. I don't block anybody off my Instagram. If there's a real account with a real question, someone go on there and say, durianrider, you're a fuckwit. Durianrider, you're a total fuckwit. I hate your guts, and you don't get enough protein. Okay, fair enough. I'm going to ignore the first part. You're a fuckwit. I'm not going to block them. I'm not even going to delete it. But they're going to question. Oh, you don't get protein? Okay, I'll be like, hey, buddy, thanks for your anger. Why don't I get enough protein? Tell me more. If I see the comment, I'll get it. I'll answer it. I'm not going to say block. That person didn't say, durianrider, you're God, you're everything. I love you. No. If the person's got a legitimate criticism, comment, and I see it, I'll answer it. If it's just some anonymous troll talking absolute shit and it just brings the vibe down to the thread, I'll delete. But if it's a legitimate comment, even if it comes with an insult, I'll fucking answer it, because I don't give a fuck about the insults like that. I'm more about educating. But again, if it's got an insult and it's just bringing down the vibe of the chat with people, then no one wants to get onto an educational Instagram about cycling or whatever and then read all these profanities. Alright? So I'll delete that. Not because I care personally, but I care about what others feel for them in their education. Just like if you're educating people, if you're a teacher, alright? If I'm a high school teacher and some student shouts out from the back, Mr. Durianrider, Mr. Harley, Mr. Johnstone, you're a fuckwit. I've got to take action on that, because that's bringing down the vibe of the class. If they put their hand up and say, hey, look, I think what you say in nutrition is absolute fucking bullshit. I'm like, okay, fair call. What do you believe is bullshit, and why do you believe that? That's a legitimate criticism that deserves an answer. People want to ask, you can't, it's like aggressive. So if it's a question, if it's a direct question, happy to answer it. And so I recommend and encourage people to be able to do that as well. Have that thick skin where you don't give a fuck what people say about you. You're just there to answer the question. You're there to educate. And that's what I'm there for. I'm not here to be praised and durianrider, we love you, blah, 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 blah. I mean, that's nice and it feels good. But if you live for people's approval, if you live for their love, you will die from their rejection. 100%. I'll say it again. If you live for people's approval and love, you'll die from their rejection. Because one day, you won't be the greatest or the hottest or the fastest or whatever. And people will be like, oh, who are you? What? And you'll be discarded at that level. So if you live for that fame and glory and all that stuff and attention, man, life's going to hit you really hard one day when all of a sudden you get relegated to second place or third or 10th or whatever, and you're just like the has-been or whatever. So you want to be an educator in whatever you're passionate about, and then you are classic, you are irreplaceable. You're irreplaceable, even in your own mind or your own community or whatever, because you're just that lighthouse that is always classic and always appreciated, no matter where you go in the world. There will always be room for you. No matter where you are in the world, you always have room if you bring gifts. Your gifts will always make room for you, no matter what age, no matter how you look. Your personality, your gifts there will always be a place for you. So we need to be sharing more gifts on this planet, because man, as I said before, it's getting crazy out there. Anyway, let's wrap this video up. Hopefully there's a bit of inspiration there for you, a bit of direction, a bit of guidance. Don't take things personally. Always give your best. Good book to read, The 4 Agreements. Avoid taking things personally. Always keep your word. Always do your best. And don't make assumptions. Let's just finish on that one. Don't take things personally. The security guard over there might tap me on the shoulder and go, hey, you meant to be here. What are you doing? And I'll be like, fuck, what, do I look like a fucking bum? Yeah, I do. Okay, no big deal. Who cares? I could be having a little huff and puff all day. Oh my god, the security asked me what I was doing here. I could just be like, he's just doing his job. Maybe he wanted to talk to me. Maybe he reckoned I was on the internet and he wasn't sure who I was. Maybe he was gay and he wanted to hang out in the bushes a bit more. Who knows? Who cares? Don't take it personally. Another one is don't make assumptions. Don't make assumptions. Could be this pool, there's something brown at the bottom of it. And I think, hey, someone's taking a dump in the pool. Maybe the security guard was eating one of those polywaffle picnic bars and he slipped and it ended up in the pool. And it's not actually someone's turd, it's actually a chocolate bar that's in the bottom of the pool. After a review on the internet, this pool had shit in it. It's just a picnic bar polywaffle. You know what I mean? Why make assumptions? Why make assumptions? Another one is always do your best. You might be super tired or super hot or you're hungry or you're not at your 100% max, but you can still give 100% max. Giving and performing at 100% max are big differences. I'd rather have someone give me their best, maybe not perform at their best, but they give me their best, and you can feel when someone's given their best. Alright? It might be really poor effort in your comparison, but you can feel they're giving their best versus someone who's like maybe good at something, but you can feel they're not really that into it. I'd rather be around someone who's really fucking giving their best, who's not so good, but you can feel they're trying and doing, than someone who's like, whatever, pretentious or whatever. So always give your best. And another one is always keep your word. If you say you're going to do something, fucking do it. If you're going to be there at 9 a.m, then be there at 9 a.m. Or just say, hey, I might be there at 10 a.m. Maybe I'll be there between 9 and 10 a.m. Alright? Just be good with your word like that. Keep your word. Always do your best. Avoid making assumptions. And don't take anything personally. Practice those things every day and you will see a profound difference in your life, man. Hopefully that's been helpful. I know fucking sure as would have been for me back in the day when I was doing this stuff. I had done all this stuff pretty much by myself. And I had a few, I'm gonna lie, I had a few inspirational people coming out of my life at the time. But in general, the template, I really had to just go in there blind, and then those sort of people come into your life, right? You just go in there blind, and then all of a sudden you start manifesting good and bad people and testing people into your life. There's a saying that faith is believing in what you can't see, and then you'll see what you believe in. I'll say it one more time before we go. Faith is believing in what you can't see, and then you'll see what you believe in. Think about it.